The lore, Zack Snyder's original Justice League saga. We all know the story of the Snyder Cut, but you probably don't know the original vision of what he had mapped out over the 5-core saga of his DC movies. He actually shared the original storyboards for his entire cinematic universe. Story starts here. The main drivers of the story is Bruce and Lois hunting Lex Luthor so they could tie up loose ends, but they don't know what he's building beneath the surface. He would have been putting together his own team, the Legion of Doom, that would have included Dr. Morrow from Wonder Woman, Orm and Black Manta from Aquaman, Captain Cold from The Flash, as well as the Riddler from Ben Affleck's canceled solo project. In the film, it would be teased that Lois is pregnant, but due to the affair that she had with Bruce after Superman was dead for a time period, we don't know if it's Bruce's kid or Clark's. We would have seen Batman finding the Riddler in a Canadian wilderness in a bunker who has gone mentally insane and driven mad. Lex Luthor gave him the task of solving the anti-life equation that Darkseid wants so bad, and he has gone insane because of it. The Riddler keeps ranting about something, Batman can't figure it out. He ends up looking at Batman, says it's time to solve the final riddle, pulls a gun to his head, and offs himself. It's confirmed to the audience that he solved the anti-life equation. At the same time, Lois ends up finding Dr. Morrow experimenting with toxic gas and tries to get the word back to the Justice League. The rest of the League is doing great. Barry frees his dad. Aquaman ends up uniting all of the 7 kingdoms. Wonder Woman ends up getting back to Themyscira, becoming their queen. Lois and Clark are reconnecting and talking about their future child, and Batman is still confused by himself in the cave. While this is going on, we see that Lex has all 3 of the mother boxes and the solution to the anti-life equation, so he unlocks it. Before he's able to get the prize, Darkseid boom tubes in with Desaad and takes the anti-life equation for himself. Superman finds out what's happening, flies Lois to the Batcave to give her to Bruce, and he uses the tagline, "She is my world, protect her." Superman goes off to confront Darkseid, but before he gets there, Lex tells Darkseid that Lois is the key to breaking Superman. So they end up scuffing a little bit. Darkseid boom tubes to the Batcave where Bruce is with Lois, and before Bruce could do anything, Darkseid uses his Omega beams and kills Lois and turns her to ash just in time for Superman to see. Because all of this is happening, we realize that Lois had no time to warn the rest of the Justice League about the Legion of Doom. Dr. Morrow, who hates Wonder Woman, would ultimately release a gas on Themyscira, killing all of the Amazons and Diana herself. In Atlantis, as Arthur's being coronated the King of the 7 Seas, Orm and Black Manta show up and manage to kill him, with Mira hardly escaping. Captain Cold uses amped up weaponry from Lex to attack Cyborg and the Flash, and he ends up brutally injuring Cyborg before the Flash can escape. With Lois out of the picture, Superman is succumbing to the anti-life equation. He has no anchor to humanity. He flies to Lex, now controlled by Darkseid, and ends up burning Lex alive as Lex yells out, "The world goes red." The final shot of the film would be fast forward 5 years later into our nightmare timeline that we saw in BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're trying to get back into Wayne Manor to get to the Batcave. Batman looks to the sky and says, "We need to get inside before dark. He's coming."